today. From Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, it's Week 12 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the New England Patriots taking on the Baltimore Ravens.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the New England Patriots. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think
The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Number 8, Lamar Jackson, trotting onto the field at quarterback, ready to lead this Ravens offense.
in his stat line last week, that's not going to get him to the Pro Bowl. All right, no touchdowns, no interceptions, but they won. And so the bottom line for him is team won, managed the game effectively, led them to victory. He's doing all the right things.
And here's Jackson on the option. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call.
Holding offense.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. A short throw caught by Andrews. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football, got to him, and made sure they didn't give him much run after catch.
So here come the Patriots now to take over on offense. And they'll be led out by the guy under center, Charles, their quarterback.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well. Won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Off play action. Pittman gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Operating from the gun, Pittman. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
Quarterback sacked.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third. From the gun, Pittman. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and the Ravens, they'll take over. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game, and they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so
so
well.
Else. And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. 7 yards, the pickup there. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Gone after the sack. He's still down on the field. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Here's Braden Mann now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Westbrook now on the return. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And the Patriots take over. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference. Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Pittman. Looking long for Westbrook. And this is taken in at the 5. It's a big play there for the Patriots. 54 yards. Sometimes the one-handed catches are unnecessary, but he was trying to ward off the defender with the other, so maybe that was just a good play.
So that tells you that not only do they imagine those types of catches, they actually work on them with defenders jostling them in order to keep their concentration and haul it in.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. And to give this time to the tailback. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4.
He was brought down.
North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you know, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Incomplete. It's now 3rd and goal.
From the gun on 3rd down. Pittman, this is caught. And he is out of bounds here. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I wowould do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
They'll try and run for it. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriots score. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Pats have taken the early lead. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. A little do-it-yourself run right there, and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to kick it away. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. And you see his numbers from a week ago. He was up over 100 yards then, and he's already hit pay dirt here once in this one.
We always talk about quarterbacks and receivers getting into rhythm, right? Really feeling good, finding each other downfield. I think running backs operate the same way. They can hit a good rhythm and a good stride, and he's carrying it over from last week.
He was covered by Patrick Queen.
Throwing again. Pittman. He'll find Metcalf. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. To throw on 3rd down. Pittman. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. A killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Operating from the gun, Pittman. And hitting Juju on the slant. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards the pickup there. You know, he's already thrown for more yardage in this first quarter than he did all of last week.
And I could be snarky here and say, well, they didn't throw for a lot of yards last week. But the bottom line is he put in a great week of practice and really came out ready to go in this one.
Off the play fake, Pittman. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On first down, Pittman. He'll find Smith-Schuster again. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. From the gun, Pittman. His pass caught at the 4.
Pittman's pass.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. On 2nd down, Metcalf. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Patriots 7, Ravens nothing. Zane Gonzalez on for the field goal. A 19-yard attempt.
Gonzalez's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-0.
Next to score, Patriots 10, Ravens nothing.
So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. So it's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
Baltimore about ready to go on offense. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now Jackson on first down. Over the middle here to Brown. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And he's going to take this down close to the 1st as he's brought down at the Patriots 32. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Jackson going to tuck it down on the option. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
At the 30-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd
and now Jackson will look to throw it. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down.
It's 3rd down. And 7.
Operating from the gun. Jackson. Short pass caught by Henry. And his bid for the 1st down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Zach Taylor, a new breed of head coach. He's going to go for it on 4th down. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's at 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? You just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Jackson going to run. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal. At the 2.
From the gun, Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Number 16.
A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
So here are the Patriots to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. They'll run on first down. Metcalf. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Operating from the gun. Pittman. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum,
He's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands. That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
So possession goes over here on the punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The football back over to Baltimore and J.K. Dobbins. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that. But it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
2-yard gain on the play. From the gun on third down, Jackson. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down.
You always worry about those smaller receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field. But he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protected himself as best he could while completing the play.
Jackson going to look to do it himself. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3.
Tackle made right at midfield. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second.
Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The Ravens on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
Patriots.
Third down, passing down. They throw the extra defensive back in there for a nickel package, and it worked out.
And it's not anything that you would think is just great strategy. It's just that when you have 5 defensive backs on the field on an obvious passing down, it's a lot tougher to complete a pass. And on that play, they completed it just to the wrong team, and it cost them 6 points.
Gonzalez now to add the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7.
It's good.
A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Their own 20-yard line.
Lamar Jackson marching back onto the field. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get him back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
Well, so far he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He'll be looking for that 2nd touchdown now. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the gun, Jackson throwing middle, but it's incomplete. The Ravens on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is third down and 12.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. 3 yards to gain there, second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 38-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Pittman. That'll be caught by the tight end, Keene. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
39-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Throwing on third and long. Pittman. And that one complete to Keene, the tight end. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he could break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he could scatter some bodies, unable to get it done. The
Patriots send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow, out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
We're certainly not going to see a better punt than that. Definitely taking a chance, because if that thing clips the pylon, it comes out to the 20, but instead it goes out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
Well, the football back over to Baltimore and J.K. Dobbins. He's just been looking for some space. You know, I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And Roberts with it over the middle. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a first down. Jackson, and he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things starting to get interesting in this final weekend before Thanksgiving. So let's see what's going on around the NFL. We'll start up in the Steel City, Heinz Field in Pittsburgh. And it's the Steelers who are out in front. Baker Mayfield with 3 touchdown passes. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
New England trying to get to place on offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 23-yard line.
To throw on second down, Pittman. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
On 1st and 10, Pittman. He spots his tight end Keene over the middle. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. From the gun, Pittman. The open man is Westbrook. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. His second catch. This one not quite as dynamic as his first. And it's 2nd down.
At the Ravens' 39-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Pittman. And he's got it. Got his man on the end round. Complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 25-yard line.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Throwing on first down. Pittman. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
Patrick Queen.
To throw again. Pittman. And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34.
But nothing takes to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, Pittman. Got a man open. That's Harry. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. He connected on his first, this from 41. Gonzalez's kick is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7.
Patriots 20, Ravens 7.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Well, they still have time to get them established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a third down.
28-yard line. A gain of 4. And it's third down.
Operating from the gun, Jackson. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. And he will have a Ravens first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. Give him 8 yards on the play, and they pick up the first.
It's a nice job hitting him on the angle route there. Come out the backfield, cutting sharply across the middle. And that's good timing between the quarterback and his receiver.
Effective third down play to move the chains. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Brown.
Jackson.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a first down on a gain of 10. You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we see both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. But for some reason, we didn't analyze it throwing the way we should have. I think every time he completes a pass, he says to himself, take that, evaluators. You guys really missed the boat on me.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Jackson's going to look to run it. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, Jackson. And there's a quick throw caught by Andrews.
Jackson's pass.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Jackson to Andrews on that one. First down, Baltimore.
3rd and 4 is always a tough call. Maybe a little too long to run for it, but not too long to hit him on the quick slant. And that was well executed. Found the window and zipped it right in there.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Quick slant to Brown. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air.
And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line.
A loss of 6 yards.
They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Jackson, and it's caught. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens draw a bit closer. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Tucker now to add the point after. And it's good. The deficit 6, 20-14. That one was an extended drive. 14 plays all told. And it's capped off by the Baltimore score. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. On 1st down, Pittman firing quickly here, and that's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2. At the
now a give right side. Metcalf. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Patriots.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
35-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Metcalf. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Pittman is going to find his running back. It's complete.
Pittman's pass.
It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make it 3rd down.
A gain of 4. Brings up 3rd.
Looking to throw. Pittman. Open man. Smith-Schuster. It's complete. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
At the 39-yard line.
not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, Pittman. He completes it to Westbrook. 7 yards the pickup there.
Westbrook. A 7-yard pickup.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. From the gun, Pittman. He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 21.
1st and 10.
Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
To throw on 2nd down, Pittman. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
3rd and 1.
From the gun on 3rd down, Pittman. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Don't do us like that.
Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
The tackle made.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal.
They'll keep it on the ground. Metcalf. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively.
And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Dalton Keene, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Operating from the gun, Pittman in trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12.
Conversion is no good. That keeps the score. Patriots 20.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Roberts on the return. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Over the middle, complete. It's Andrews.
Complete.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
And a yard at the 35.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Andrews. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson. Short pass caught by Henry. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
A gain of
4 yards the pickup, 1st down. To throw again is Jackson. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 40-yard line.
Again, Jackson over the middle, complete. It's Roberts. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First down, Ravens.
And Jackson throwing once more. They set up the screen for Dobbins.
Jackson.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
But plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level. Right now, they're playing really loose. They've got the lead, and what a nice stop they just made there behind the line of scrimmage.
And he'd completed 7 straight passes before that one, as it falls incomplete and puts a halt to that streak.
Down and the 11.
On 3rd down, Jackson got a man, and he hits him in stride. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
4th down, here's Jackson into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. On 1st down, Metcalf. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down.
Brandon, after last week, we went over 200 yards. Looks like the hot tub, cold tub, whatever he did, it worked pretty well.
Much chatter about that performance. Rightfully so. AFC Offensive Player of the Week. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, Pittman. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
For N'Keal Harry, incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Pittman.
And that's caught left side by the tight end, Keene.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
From the gun on 3rd down, Pittman. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. This Ravens offense heads back out there, led by Lamar Jackson. With his guys trailing here in the 4th, he can ill afford a repeat of the interception that ended the last drive.
Yeah, you're 2 scores down. You take it upon yourself now to play perfect or near-perfect football if you want to get your team back into the game. But it's also tough to do when you're trying to avoid errors, yet still play perfect football.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Now left side on the swing pass. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
No gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
Throwing is Jackson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. And he fends him off.
2nd and 7.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To throw is Jackson. To throw on 3rd down. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked up by Juwan Williams.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now defensively they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They'll run on 1st down. Metcalf. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll keep it on the ground. Metcalf. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. And they take a knee. 14-yard line, 2nd and 11. Now a handoff here to his running back. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up.